Now, family, let me ask you this, right? Why is it that Africans are asked to jump through hoops to travel abroad? But when foreigners come to Africa, it's always open doors, no question asked. That is the question of the day. Well, Senegal has said enough is enough. From 2025, non-African visitors will have to apply and pay for visas online in advance under a brand new eVisa system. Now, Prime Minister Asume Esonko himself confirmed it, saying that this is about modernization and security. And finally, Africa is standing up, right? So saying, if you make it hard for us, then we'll make it hard for you too. So what exactly is happening, right? Senegal's new policy requires all non-African travelers, so we're talking France, the US, Canada, the UK, China, and others, to pay their visa fees online before they even arrive. Meaning that this will actually generate around 60 billion CFA francs in revenue, which is approximately $97 million. And I believe that is money that will go straight back into Senegal's budget to fund things like public services and actually strengthen migration systems. The government also says that the eVisa system will reduce fraud and corruption. So there won't be more messy paperwork and bribery at border coast. It will all be digital and transparent processing. But make no mistake, right? This is not just about efficiency. This is about power and fairness. Countries that demand visas from Senegalese travelers, and we know who those are, will now face the same requirements to visit Senegal. So, I mean, I really love this because for too long, Africans have had to beg for access. You want to travel to Paris? Show them your bank statements. You want to attend a wedding in London? You need to explain yourself like a suspect, and you want to study in the US? You need to basically prepare to be interrogated. But meanwhile, when the citizens land in Dakar, they just walk past with smiles, right? But Senegal is saying no more. Senegal is saying, if you want us to jump, then you will jump too. And I respect that because it's about dignity. It's about balance. It's about finally putting African nations on equal footing in global relations. So this policy truly resonates with me deeply. I can't tell you how many of our people are humiliated at embassies and denied visas without reason, or even made to feel like beggars just to want to travel and work and study abroad. It's totally degrading if you think about it. And it's colonial arrogance still alive today, as if Africans must prove they're worthy of stepping foot in Europe or America. So when I see Senegal, a proud African nation, flip the script and say, you want to come here, apply, pay, follow the rules, I say hallelujah, because that's sovereignty in action. Because and let's be honest, until Africa values its own space, no one else will. Now, let's talk money and strategy, right? This policy is apparently expected to bring in millions, and that revenue can be used for healthcare, schools, infrastructure, and not lining pockets of foreign investors, but building national strength. So it also strengthens security by pre-screening travelers, and Senegal gets data, who is entering, why they're coming, and whether they pose as risk. And symbolically, it tells the world that Africa is no longer a playground for outsiders. You cannot exploit open borders while locking us out of your own countries. So other African nations like Namibia have already introduced similar reciprocal policies. I mean, imagine if South Africa, Kenya, Nigeria, Ghana, Egypt, and others actually followed. Suddenly, Africa would no longer be treated as an afterthought, but as a region that demands respect. And of course, not everyone is happy, right? Tourism operators in Europe and America are already whispering, saying that this will make Senegal less attractive for visitors. Some diplomats may cry that it is a barrier to international relations. But let's be real. Why should the comfort of Western tourists matter more than the dignity of African citizens? If travelers truly want to experience Senegal's culture and history and beauty, then a visa fee won't stop them, right? The only people upset are those who are used to enjoying privilege, and that's exactly why this policy matters. And we are living in a time of transformation. The African Union has already called 2025 the year of reparations, and across the continent, governments are demanding respect and rewriting trade deals and reclaiming stolen artifacts, and now even reshaping travel rules. So Senegal's eVisa is, I believe, is more than an administrative update. It's a declaration that Africa is not marginal, that Africa is not desperate and Africa is powerful, and we decide the terms of engagement. So here's my final word. Senegal is showing us what sovereignty looks like by saying the superiority or nothing. And they're not just protecting their borders, but they're protecting their dignity. And I say it's about time we all follow that lead, because family, Africa is not the poor relative begging for access, but we are the richest continent in this world with resources, with culture, with humanity. And it's about time that the world treats us as such. So let's continue the conversation in the comment section. I really want to hear what your thoughts are on this. And while you edit, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. I'm Naledi Mfoloe reporting for ADNC. And please don't forget to like this video. That's it from me. It is bye-bye for now.